Three men of various evangelist organizations preached their interpretation of the Word of God to students passing by the library at Shippensburg University. Mike Stockwell, Sean Holes, and Don Carnes demonstrated in front of the Ezra Memorial Library October 24th. They accused campus community members of sinning against God and claimed to be there to save them. Here is Stockwell's own explanation of the trio's mission.
We're preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. We're preaching about how Jesus is the only way to salvation, the only way for forgiveness of sins through the precious blood of the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world, Jesus Christ. We're out here because of the love of Christ who compels us to come out here and to preach His word. We're praying that God will use this time to save people, that He will change hearts and give them a new heart with new desires.
But it doesn't seem like many of the students' minds were changed. In fact, some students tried to change the minds of the three men, but to no avail.
Why don't you say it on your sign? All you say is evolution is life. Even whether evolution is truth or lie, that's beyond the gospel. Why does that matter? It's supposed to be preached. Why don't you start the conversation with the grace of God?
Other students cried out against the men, claiming they were not carrying the Word of God.
Jesus loves sinners! Jesus loves sinners! Jesus loves sinners!
Sophomore Ezra Epperly criticized the men.
The fact that someone who says he's so religious and Christian can be so judgmental towards other people and say that you're gonna go to hell, and I'm like, just be a good person. Love everyone.
Junior Francesca Forti is proud of her campus.
I know that their beliefs are their own beliefs, and you have to respect that because it's their own deal. I'm really proud of our campus for coming out like this. There are a lot of people out here really supporting all of the different communities that we have on campus, and it's nice to know that there is that support here.
Reverend Jan Bai leads the United Campus Ministry, which offers theological support to students of all faiths.
I think they believe what they're doing is right. I don't doubt their sincerity. I think how they go about it is problematic, and because of their instigating conflict and by calling people names and telling them they're going to burn in hell, and they have the one true only answer, and if you don't agree with them, you're doomed for all eternity. I find them problematic as well, because as I experience Christianity, it's a relational with God and with one another, and just pot-shotting through wherever and yelling and screaming people, I don't think conveys that at all. Students who are Christian, who are always, and there are always lots that are really upset by this, I always say to them, this is your opportunity to talk about your faith in a way that is different from these people, because people are going to be talking about faith more than any other time after these kind of people are here. And you can say, instead of being embarrassed, say, well, I'm a Christian and I don't believe this, or I don't practice my faith this way. There are certainly alternatives to what these people are showing. You need to honor other people's journeys. It may not be your own, and you can talk about your perspective and their perspective, but we're all trying to do the best we can to follow Christ in the best way we know how.
Allison Dagnes, a political science professor at SU and a former C-SPAN producer, says the demonstrators do not advance the goal of thoughtful dissent and discussion on college campuses.
People who are fervent adherents to any kind of belief system frequently don't want to discuss. They want to lecture and hector and harangue and yell at people. And this isn't necessarily just about religion, it's really about anything. And so it is problematic because on a university campus, what we are really trying to emphasize among our students is not a my way or the highway, there's one truth and that is all, but instead a dialogue and a discussion and a debate about ideas. And that's really what higher learning is all about. We are not here just to say, you have to believe this. In fact, quite the contrary, most of my colleagues and I feel very strongly that we want to proffer up some ideas and also encourage debate and dissent and thoughtful dialogue among our students. And so this falls in the face of that. And it's hard to hear, you're bad, you're evil, I love you, I want to save you, and make sense of that, because those are very different ideas. We're in this spot today when the volume is turned up really high and people are fighting for attention on social media, or, on just their own different platforms. We see it with politicians. I'm a political scientist, so we see it with politicians in the news media. We see it with entertainers in different forms of fun. But when everybody's yelling at the same time, it makes it really hard for us to hear amidst all of that screaming. And so I think that this happened at a point in our broader culture, which involves so much more than politics, but politics too, where people are exhausted. They're tired of all the screaming, they're tired of being yelled at, they're tired of being told that they're wrong. And I really think we need to get away from that kind of narrative, because when we can just relax a little bit, maybe lower the volume, and see that if we disagree with one another, that doesn't make us enemies. I think we're more likely to maybe find some compromise and solve some problems that really do need to be solved.
The three visited Shippensburg University last year to inform students of their sin, and a separate individual preached on campus with much more vitriol in 2017. We'll see if they return next year. This is Jonathan Bergmuller for The Slate.